tariffs on some Canadian goods went into effect overnight after last-minute negotiations stalled. President Trump sounding off.
We imposed historic tariffs on foreign goods. The tariffs were making a fortune with tariffs. And what it's really doing, even more than that, all these companies are now coming and building in the United States. $19.2 trillion is being invested right now in the United States, more than any country at any time.
It's developing rapidly, and now Canada is firing back. Alex Hogan has the latest on that and much more live from the White House. Good evening, Alex.
Hi, Molly. Good to be with you. So we know about these trade talks collapsing overnight. Now, the U.S. is imposing these new tariffs on Canada. It is going to be 50% on $20 billion worth of Canadian products. This was earlier today when we heard the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, speak about all of this, criticizing some of this fallout, saying that he walked away from negotiations because his country simply could not accept this latest deal. Carney says that Canada will match those tariffs dollar for dollar starting on September 8th.
Canadian exports to the United States lower costs for American families. In contrast, tariffs are taxes. Taxes which are ultimately paid by U.S. consumers.
Now, with this fallout and the escalation of the trade war, this is a clear contrast to the words that we heard from the president just last night.
The deal with Canada is moving along, and we should be able to have a deal with Canada. We're also starting on a new deal with Mexico, a much better deal for the United States. I only make good deals. Much better deal for the United States, both with Canada and Mexico.
Folks, I just watched that clip and I'm genuinely proud. He stood firm, imposed those historic 50% tariffs on about $20 billion of Canadian goods after talks stalled. And results are already clear. Companies pouring nearly $19.2 trillion into America and bringing jobs home. That's leadership that puts American workers and families first. Meanwhile, the Canadian side walked away and now talks about matching every dollar starting September 8th. In my view, that response only proves how necessary these tariffs were. He protected our interests against unfair practices instead of accepting a weak deal. Real strength means defending your people, not folding. What do you think? Should every ally finally play by the same rules he is enforcing? Please leave a comment below. Thank you.